Want to know the secret sauce to content marketing for your restaurant that will establish your brand while winning followers, all without feeling salesy? Sure you do. Let's get into restaurant marketing. 7 proven steps for social media success for your restaurant. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacy Storino from Restaurant Shortcut with another video that'll help you grow both your restaurant's social media and its profit margin. Welcome back to the channel. For the new people here who have no idea who I am, over the years I've worked with multiple 6-figure and 7-figure food service establishments to help them grow their businesses via social media. My work has led to features in the Wall Street Journal, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, and more. If this is your first time here and you want to learn the tips and tricks of commanding diners' attention, which is ever more focused on their social feed where your restaurant needs to be found, start now by smashing that subscribe button and clicking the bell notification so that you don't miss a thing. Let's get down to how you tackle restaurant marketing, 7 proven steps for social media success for your restaurant. Now, as a restaurant owner, you may already know that establishing a brand for your restaurant is key, or the content you post via social media will just be lost in the shuffle of other food pictures in everyone's feed. To really stand out, you've got to set up a brand that is attractive to your restaurant's ideal customers. I call these people your taste tribe. Now, let's make sure you know exactly what a brand is. It's an experience that your taste tribe is seeking when they're cruising for cuisine like yours. So branding comes down to a whole lot more than just picking colors, logos, and the font for your website. Sure, those things have their place in terms of importance, but a lot of restaurateurs make the mistake of thinking that those things are all they need, and voila, restaurant branding is complete. Unfortunately, having awesome cuisine, a friendly and helpful staff, and a nice space to do business out of isn't enough anymore. So perhaps you may also know as a restaurateur that your restaurant's brand must stay loyal to the cuisine you've chosen to serve and the taste tribe members that you want to serve that cuisine to. But after that, you may be lost on what to do next when it comes to the social media marketing strategy for your restaurant. So I'm sure from a restaurant owner's specific perspective, you may not have known how crucial it is to flesh out the 7 elements of your brand so that it can evolve into an actual brand personality that can influence the content you post online and intrigue and win over new customers as a result. Because let's face it, if you're posting a picture of yet another hamburger in a social media feed, without more, that post will sink into a sea of sameness in said feed. Each branding element represents a proven step for the social media success for your restaurant. So once you've worked on these 7 branding elements, your 2-dimensional restaurant concept will turn into a 3D foodie personality capable of captivating your taste tribe. First, you want to craft your restaurant's creation story. It's how your restaurant started. Second, develop a creed. You want to explain why your restaurant is around and how it's different from its competitors. Third, your restaurant's brand should have its icons, which are the symbols that raving fans can identify your establishment by. Fourth, your restaurant should have its own rituals. What happens to your taste tribe when they come to dine on your eatery's dishes? How will you make their experience unique? Fifth, what are the sacred words or slogans or catchphrases for your restaurant's brand? How is your restaurant distinctively different and memorable? Sixth, who are the non-believers in connection with your restaurant brand? As in, if your taste tribe represents the customers that would be perfect to dine at your restaurant, then who are the people that would just not be a match for your taste tribe's vibe? Seventh, the restaurant has to have a leader. Is it you? Is it someone else? And why does that leader rule the restaurant roost? Now, I have a playlist of videos that will go back and unpack all of these concepts so that you can flesh out your restaurant marketing using these 7 proven steps for social media success. Check it out. As a restaurant owner, you may find this next piece of advice surprising. I want you to actually read the books Primal Branding and the Social Code by author Patrick Hanlon. Not into reading? Then get the audiobooks instead. I know you're busy and time is precious for everyone, but these books are required reading for each of my clients who insist that they want to take their restaurant social media marketing game to the next level. Reading those books and watching the playlist I have on my channel will put you way ahead of the pack. Don't get caught in the time warp that some restaurant owners are stuck in, thinking that good food, good location, and good service are enough to have a successful restaurant. Why? If people aren't in love with your brand experience online, they may never walk into your restaurant to begin with because some other restaurant's posts popped into their feed, stood out in the otherwise vast sea of sameness, and won them over. When you have all 7 elements of your restaurant's brand fleshed out, it will influence every single post that you put up on behalf of your restaurant. Plus, your overall marketing vibe will be different from every other joint in town. It will dictate the vibe that will attract and keep your taste tribe who are looking for the experience that your content is promising them that you can serve up better than anyone else competing for their attention. Want my restaurant shortcut quick start guide that'll cover some of my most effective tips and tricks to build your restaurant brand? You can find it at the link below this video. Check it out and you'll learn tips on how you can be efficient and effective with your restaurant's social media content so that it acts as free advertising and so that you're constantly building your list of customers while also building your restaurant's fan culture that'll support you no matter what the economy looks like. And learn even more ways to grow your restaurant's social media by hitting the like button below, smashing the subscribe button, and clicking the bell notification so you don't ever miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, my restaurateur entrepreneurs.